Hello, I'm Rita Scott for the Lesson Box, and today I'm at Young Explorers Montessori in Streetsboro, Ohio, and I'm excited to share with you our clothesline cards lesson. This is a language arts work that develops phonemic awareness, which is the association between a letter sound and the letter image. This lesson also develops the pincher grasp when picking up the cards and using the clothespins during the lesson. Here I have the downloaded cards, which are printed out 6 to a sheet of paper, and I have cut them apart into individual cards, and I'm going to place them randomly on a little container for my work tray. These are going to get a lot of use, so remember to use 20-pound cardstock and laminate them, or if this is too much work, just order them from thelessonbox.com already printed and laminated. Now, if your class is toddler age, you can just put as many of these cards out on this tray as you like. So for your early 2-year-olds, you would put 3 to 10 cards. This will make it more manageable for the child. If you are working with a 3 or 4-year-old classroom, you can put out all the cards. You will know by observing the child if there are too many cards for the child to organize. If you are only going to use a few cards, make sure to provide the cards needed to make a set of words and a word list. For example, the letters A, C, M, S, and T could make the words mat, sat, and cat. The letters B, F, O, and X could make the words box, fox, and ox. Also, for the older preschoolers, it brings a little more interest to cut the cards into the shape of little shirts. This makes the lesson more fun and slightly more challenging to the older child. But for toddlers, let's stick with the square shape. For the clothesline, you have a few thrifty options. Here are 2 empty shampoo bottles that I filled with water, taped, and covered. This recycling didn't cost anything. Here, I just found 2 picture easels and repurposed them as a clothesline. Lastly, if you have a writing center in your classroom, you can use a section of the wall and these little removable hooks and make a clothesline as long as you would like. Now here's how I would introduce this lesson to the children. I would take this lesson off the shelf, or if I placed it next to me for introduction during morning circle time, I would bring it out in front of me. Children, this is our clothesline cards lesson. What does this shape look like? The children will respond with many answers, and someone will say, a shirt. Yes, it is a shirt with a letter on it. This shirt has a letter on it, and the letter is A. Can you say A? The children will respond. Proper Montessori method uses the phonemic sound to identify the letter. I place the cards slowly down on the work surface, facing the children. This is letter T. Can you say T? The children will respond. This is letter K. Can you say K? Yes. We've made a word. K, a, t, cat. I place the word on my clothesline. This is a clothesline. I use it to hang my clothes up to dry so they can blow in the breeze. I'm going to hang my letters on the clothesline to make words. Depending on your class, you can pick up a letter and ask what word begins with this letter, or you can have a list of words to follow. The word should be CVC, that is consonant, vowel, consonant. So I've made my word. I'm going to place my letters and clothespins back in the basket or container. This will take a child a lot longer than it takes an adult. Very good. The child will continue down the word list, finding the letters and placing them on the clothesline. This fun and engaging lesson shows that children do not always have to use pen and paper to write out words. By showing the proper form of the letter on a card, the child is familiarized with the letter and sound before he can master writing it. To end my lesson, I will put all my materials on the tray as I found them and place the tray back on the shelf so that it is ready for the next child to use. Thanks for watching. To tell us how this lesson worked for you, to see today's new lessons, or submit a lesson to share, visit thelessonbox.com. Happy teaching!